The stocks in my portfolio have all pretty good risk reward, I think, but this is just my opinion, obviously. I think Rocket Lab has great risk reward because if Neutron is a success, and again, this is multi-year timeframes that we're talking about. If Neutron is a success, the Rocket Lab is going to be in a great position to, and space continues to be this rapidly growing sector of the economy, which I expect it to be, especially as Starlink has shown that communication in particular could be a multi-$100 billion, maybe $1 trillion business someday. Um, Rocket Lab is in a great position to build the satellites, but also get those satellites into space, into orbit. So Rocket Lab is in a great position. When you look at Micron in terms of risk reward, this is a company that historically has been a cyclical company. The memory sector in general has been cyclical, so that's the risk. But the reward here is that the cycle is a super cycle and might not have an end in sight, at least for the next 2, 3, potentially longer number of years. And their revenue growth is so rapid that over the course of the next 2, 3 years, they're going to make hundreds of billions of dollars of profit. So, um, or maybe not hundreds of billions, but over $100 billion of profit over the next 3 years. So, the if that comes to fruition, that is pretty incredible. And then if they continue to grow, or even if they plateau but don't go down in revenues from there, it could still maintain its fairly large uh, market cap at that point. So the risk reward there seems pretty good to me. Meta seems to have great risk reward. This is a company that is already growing 20%, more than 20% annually with their existing three businesses. They haven't even monetized or created products around their AI that they are making heavy investments in. So the reward there could be pretty substantial. That seems pretty great. Meta might have the best risk reward factor in the sense that it has the least risk, in my opinion, of the companies that I own anyway, but has fairly substantial reward. Meaning, I could see Meta being a 2x or 3x company in the next 2, 3 years, whereas some of the others it's a little bit more harder to predict in the next 2, 3 years, and their downside potential is greater because they're not as profitable as Meta is. So Meta's profile is pretty attractive from that perspective. So, that's how I would summarize some of the companies in my portfolio.
Yeah, and if you want to see our portfolios, they're both in the description below, totally free to follow. The one thing that this reminds me of, which we were talking about before the show, is the question asks if R2 is a success. My question is, what does that mean? Like how are we defining success, So that's something.
That is a
I-
great question.
here's-
I think that
yeah,
that
you go.
yeah, there's multiple ways of looking at R2 as a success. One is them selling what they can build, so selling at capacity. Another is selling at a profit, which is obviously important in order for them to be a sustainable company. And then another factor would be customer success or customer satisfaction ratings
Satisfaction.
of
Yeah.
and in general like reviews and such. And I suspect that all three factors are going to be a success for the R2. So
Right. And then my follow-up question would be like, do we need all three factors to say it was a success, or is one of those okay, or two of those okay? You know?
yeah.